Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm dyeing my hair, and we're gonna do this really quickly because I don't have a lot of time to do this. There are no more gloves, so I'm using the gloves that I used. Oh, it did bleach a little bit. Oh, wasn't that fun? Okay, I tried to bleach my hair, and I didn't think it worked, but it's okay. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna use the gloves that I've already used. Where's the other one? Where'd the other one go? Oh. Okay. So, basically, I want red hair. So I'm gonna get red hair. I gotta bring my phone in here. Okay. But while I'm dyeing my hair, we are going to do my Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald review. Because I need to get a video out today. Or not today. It won't be out today. I have about 20 minutes to be able to do this. Because we're also filming, or we're doing the first episode of the podcast today. Which is really exciting. This is going to be the messiest thing I think I've ever done. And I'm not excited for it. There's also a BuzzFeed Unsolved marathon today, which is really exciting. I am so shiny. I should have reapplied makeup before I did this. Okay, I'm sure this is done. Okay. Stick that in there. Okay. Do this. Okay, Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald. What did we think of it? Basically, I'm dyeing my ear. This is gonna be horrible. Okay, so Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. I didn't like it. So there's that. I thought that they did terribly with pretty much everything that they tried to do. I think they could have easily done better. And I had some ideas of what it was going to be, and it was none of those things, and I'm kind of upset about that. So, we're going to talk about the bad, and then we'll talk about the few good things that I could find from it. Nothing came out of that. So yeah, first, I'm back. Yeah. Okay. That was my sweet mate. If she showed up in here, that's fine. I'll cut her out. Anyway. Okay. So, bad things about Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. I have an entire notebook, or I have an entire 5 pages of notebook that has my thoughts on it. Do I have that with me right now? No, because I'm in the process of moving out of my dorm. Because I'm quitting college. Because college was a horrible decision on my part, and on my parents' part, for allowing me to go through with this. And just to make sure that they're not texting, because they're picking up the rest of my stuff. Yay! Okay, so, basically, what didn't I like? I didn't like that they couldn't just recast Johnny Depp. I didn't like that in a franchise that is supposed to be about inclusivity and about, dealing with problems and all of that stuff, they couldn't just recast the part of a guy who literally abused his wife. I don't think he was even right for the role, because I don't think he's a dynamic enough actor to be able to be Grindelwald. I've always enjoyed Johnny Depp, but I do not think that he was cast correctly. Because he's not very good at being different people. Most of his characters are the same person, and that's good because he can do that one person really well. It's like Nicolas Cage, right? I hate Nicolas Cage, but if he's in, like, I watched this horror movie, sidetrack, I watched this horror movie called Mom and Dad, that had Nicolas Cage in it, and he was a psychopath, and I think that he was cast really well because I'm pretty sure he is actually a psychopath. If you don't hear from me after this review is published, I've probably been killed by him. But, yeah, I just don't think that he is a good enough actor to play different roles, but the roles that he is cast in, he does a really good job. Johnny Depp, not Nicolas Cage. I actually don't think Nicolas Cage does a good job in pretty much any film that he's in. Except for The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Different conversation. I'm so sorry. Also, this is not a hair dyeing tutorial. This isn't gonna be good. Okay. So, getting away from Nicolas Cage and how he's a horrible actor, I think that they could have easily recast. It's like what they did when the whole Kevin Spacey thing came out. They recast his character in one of the movies that he was in, and I can't remember which one. But they recast his character completely, which I thought was really smart on their part, because it made, other people who knew about the thing and didn't really want to see him in a film, go see the film. Because, if this guy who is actually a really terrible person is in a film, people are less likely to go see it. You know what? I don't even care right now. Okay. At least in my experience. I love Baby Driver, right? But the only thing that I can get out of Baby Driver right now is that Kevin Spacey's in it. And I watched it with my friends, and the entire time we were talking about Kevin Spacey. So, that's kind of the whole point. Like, I literally titled the thing that I wrote the Fantastic Beasts review on Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Johnny Depp, because I do not like him. I do not think he's a good person. I think he's evil. And, yeah. So that is my main problem with the film, I think, is that they could have gone a whole different direction. It would have been amazing. It would have been a much better choice on their part. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no. I made this face. Ah. Oh. My scalp looks bloody. I don't know if you can see that. That's terrifying. Okay. Okay, anyway. We're gonna move on from Johnny Depp now. I feel like I've talked about him enough and talked about my dislike for him enough on pretty much all social media platforms. On to just plot in general. Hated it. The movie is titled Fantastic Beasts, and I understand that that's not what the whole franchise is going to be about. But I also think that they lost a really good, sort of storyline when they took that away. Like, they could have made it into something really, really cool if they had stuck with, like, this Fantastic Beasts sort of thing. Like, if they had just been like, yeah, this entire movie is going to be about his commander and doing research for his book. Because I don't know about you guys, but that's my favorite part of, like, the entire movie, is just, like, them trying to find the beasts and, using the beasts. The Niffler babies were beautiful. I loved them so much. And we lost out on a lot of stuff because the movie was about stupid Grindelwald. And that really sucked. I did not enjoy that. I really wish that it could have just been like Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. 2, Grindelwald's in this a little bit. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah, this is actually gonna really bother me. The fact that I got it on my forehead, I'm gonna have to like cover that with makeup. Guys. Whatever, it's fine. I don't even care. I do care. I care a lot. Okay. So, yeah, I wish that they had been able to focus on the Fantastic Beasts. Also, sorry, but Queenie's storyline, I'm so mad. They got rid of all, she was one of my favorite characters because she had so much character development, and she was so cute, and just really fun, and she's in love with Jacob, and, same. And just the fact that, they threw her character away. That annoyed me. I was so mad. I guess, a lot of people saw it coming. There were a few theories that were like, Queenie's gonna go dark. But I didn't want to believe them because, again, I love her so much. And, I love Tina, but Queenie is the real MVP in that family. In my opinion, at least. I got it on my forehead again. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, I just kind of wish that, she hadn't gone dark side. That was really unfortunate for me as someone who really loves a good old female character. It sucked. So yeah, that's that. I also... What else didn't I like? Oh yeah, I thought that Lita was strange and Theseus' relationship was really weird. Because I didn't see a lot going for them. Theseus has become one of my favorite characters because I thought he did, a really great job in this film. But I don't think that Lita actually really loved him. I didn't see any of that, on screen. When she sacrificed herself for him, I could kind of see more of it. But it wasn't okay, I get it. They're in love. I understand now. Because I don't. There was nothing. And that bothered me. Because I'm a slut for good romance. In any movie, including, Harry Potter movies or Fantastic Beasts, give me a good romance and I'll stay with you forever. This was not a good romance. I thought that they could have done better. I thought that they could have maybe shown more of, what they showed with Lita and Newt. In that, it's obvious that they cared for each other. It's obvious that Newt was still a little bit in love with her. They showed their relationship very, very clearly, but for, Theseus and Lita, it wasn't there. It wasn't strong enough. And I thought that really, really sucked. And then I guess the last part that I'll kind of get into, because I don't really want to talk about too much more with the bad stuff, because this is going to be a rambling video anyway, is just, Credence. Oh, okay, I have one more thing. Before I get into Credence. Nagini was in the trailer. I was really excited to see what they were going to do with her. Because that's awesome. Nagini is so cool. The fact that she used to be a human, I never knew that. That was not talked about in the books. None of that. And so, the fact that she used to be a human was just so bomb. And I was really excited to, delve into her character more. And then she just ended up being, this flimsy little love interest for Credence, which didn't even make any sense because I was under the impression that Credence was gay. That's what I got from the first movie, was that he was gay. So just, the fact that I was so excited for her to just, be in this film and to just be bomb, and really, really cool, and maybe show her struggling more with her whole snake thing. And then I was just given a flimsy little love interest that I didn't even really care about that much. It just annoyed me, because I want to care about her. I want to know what she's going to do. I already do know what she's going to do. She's going to become Voldemort's little pet, but why is that? Are we going to get that more in the next few movies, or are we just going to get her being like, oh, Credence left me, I'm so upset, I'm going to turn evil too, and then be Voldemort's friend, and eventually become a Horcrux? Like, I don't know. Female characters I love, and there wasn't any of that in this movie. I don't even think it passed the Bechdel test, either. Which is a real problem. So, yeah, that just, like, that bothered me. I just want Nagini to be really cool and really fun and really awesome, and I don't think she's going to be. Okay, so then the last part that I'm going to get into is Credence. He's apparently a Dumbledore, which I talked to my older brother about that and how annoyed I was with that, and he was like, listen, he heard that from the literal most evil guy in the entire wizarding world right now. I'm sure that it's just like a ploy to get Credence to kill Dumbledore, which makes sense, but if it's not, and if Credence is an actual Dumbledore, I'm gonna be very, very mad. Because that means that J.K. Rowling does not care about canon, doesn't care about anything that she's ever written, and literally is just like throwing out the Harry Potter books, because that was never talked about in the Harry Potter books. That was never even referenced to in the Harry Potter books. They showed Aberforth and they showed a little bit of Ariana. And that's it. That's it. That's all there was. So, if that's true, and Credence is actually Aurelius Dumbledore, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, so we're putting down the finishing touches, and now we're gonna talk about the good. Jacob Kowalski, Newt Scamander, Tina Goldstein. Okay, we're done with the video. Just kidding. Okay, so I love Newt Scamander. I love how we got to see more of the dynamics in this with him and his brother, and how he was like, my brother's the hugger, and then at the end of the movie, he actually hugged his brother. I thought that was adorable. I thought it was really, really cool. I'm very excited about it. I am so glad that we got more of Jacob Kowalski. I'm so mad that other people don't appreciate him as much as I do. He is literally the best character in the entire franchise, and I will fight anyone who says differently. And then Tina, I love her. I'm very glad she was in this. I loved her and Newt. I loved how upset she got about Newt marrying, quotation marks, marrying Tina Goldstein. And I'm just very, very excited that that happened. Then I also just loved seeing Theseus. I am a newfound Theseus lover. Theseus for President 2018. He's beautiful, he's amazing, and I love him. Dumbledore was bomb. I love seeing Dumbledore. And, I know that they messed up, the timeline a little bit with, McGonagall coming in, because in the 5th book, she says to Umbridge that in December it will be 15 years since she started at Hogwarts. And that was in 1996? Question mark? Yeah, it should be 1996. Which means that she would not have been teaching at the school at that point in time, because she would have been a little girl. So yes, I understand that they messed up the timeline, but I loved the little Easter eggs that they gave us with that stuff, and then with McLaggen, that was just really, really cool. And then Nicholas Flamel, who is awesome. I have this visual, right? So you know how he runs over to the little to the glass ball, that thing? He runs over there like this. and like he's shuffling a little bit. Who he looks like my old science teacher, which I think is really, really funny. But I have like this visual of him just like running through London or Paris to get to the cemetery. Yeah, cemetery. Where he's literally just like, it cuts away from like an intense scene and him just like. I think that's really funny. I think it would be awesome. But yeah, okay, that's my Nicholas Flamel thing. I just loved that. I loved seeing him. I love Nicholas Flamel. And yeah, okay. I think that's about it. All in all, I'm not very excited for the next Fantastic Beasts movie. If they're going to continue to go in this direction, I will, of course, watch it, but I'm just not going to be too thrilled about it. And also, if Jacob Kowalski does not get justice, I'm going to kill someone. Okay, I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to, let it sit for an hour while we film our podcast, and then I'm going to go... I'll be done with this. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Talk to you guys later. Bye.